This is a video on my channel. So what happened when I reported top of Ministry of Interior Serbia to Interpol using Twitter featuring Jugan Stock. Jugan Stock is, I think, still Secretary General of Interpol. At that time he was, so that was beginning of July 2019, as can be seen here in that video. So first tweet here is pinned in my Twitter account. It's at the beginning, so it says here 8th of July 2019. So everything is explained here in the video what happened when I did that. And of course it is super illegal to report anything related to crime using the social networks. And of course my report is still there, and I brutally insulted Secretary General Jugan Stock, Secretary General of Interpol, but it's still there. Nobody, those tweets are still there. Actually I humiliated and insulted him, but nobody has the guts to remove these tweets. On top of that, Twitter is blocking me in 3 ways so far. So these are my flickering, and I have one I cannot find here. So this is first type, this is second type of it's flickering, and the third type is that Twitter shows only one tweet, but I cannot find it here for some reason. So latest block of Twitter is that they're showing only one tweet. So all these problems appear when I'm not logged in, which is very important. So they are doing that in order to prevent people to search everything, all information I posted related to international organized crime on my Twitter account. So if they try to search it, they will find nothing, because Twitter is hiding my tweets. Okay, so now as I mentioned this video, I will so I showed this as well, this description of the video. Now I'm going to explain who gave me inspiration for reporting everything to Interpol. So if I go here, so this is the date is 19th of October 2018, and it says here that BILJANA Popovic-IVKOVIC, this piece of shit, and she was at that time State Secretary of Ministry of Interior, so police, they're in charge of police. And another piece of shit, both of these pieces of shit are deeply involved in mafia jobs, so dirty work, whatever you want to call it. So Diana HRKALOVIC was also at that time State Secretary of Ministry of Interior. I didn't know that there can be 2 secretaries, but anyways, so at that time they were talking about membership of so-called Kosovo. Kosovo doesn't exist. There is only Kosovo and Metohija. So they were talking at that time with some officials, ambassadors, and so on about membership of Kosovo and Metohija in Interpol. By the way, this piece of shit is extremely stupid. She's half Tsigani. She's not Shqiptari. She's half Tsigani, half Shqiptari. So Albanians call themselves Shqiptars. Shqiptars. They are from Azerbaijan. They are nomad or nomadic tribes. So they came here. Okay, so this, I mean not this, but some other articles on the same subject at the same time gave me inspiration to contact Interpol, because Ministry of Interior has close ties with Interpol, of course, any Ministry of Interior, not just Serbian. So let's see who these pieces of shit are. Let's first, okay, I need to move this. By the way, most of the articles on crimes of these two pieces of shit are removed. So of course I recorded everything. I have screenshots, but I'm now using what's online. So first, this piece of shit. So she is second wife of another piece of shit, Komi Moran, Bane Ivkovic, who is behind who is actually protected in cases of monstrous murders of 3 members of my family. He's die-hard Komi, and he is closely related to former ambassador of United States William Dale Montgomery. Ivkovic convinced Slobodan Milošević to surrender to Hague. Slobodan Milošević was his political father. He created him. So die-hard Komi, real piece of shit. So let's see what's the connection with. So this is his second wife, this Moran. So former secretary of Ministry of Interior. So it says here that ex-wife of Ljubiša Buha-Čume, who is one of major criminals in Serbia and in Balkans, so the region. So it says here that ex-wife of that criminal stated that Biljana Popovic-IVKOVIC through her husband Branislav Ivkovic gave away okay, I can actually translate this. By the way, there was an article. Okay, this was something that has to do with illegal arms trade. I explained that before, so I'm not going to explain. This is about former president of Supreme Court Dragomir Milojevic. He is also involved in cover-up of monstrous murders of my family, but there is something else that I'm searching for. Okay, so I'm going first to translate this, just to save time. So let's see who this piece of shit is. So the statement of the wife of Ljubiša Buha-Čume, ex-wife, that the state secretary Ivkovic through her husband Branislav Ivkovic gave away, as okay, I was close, as she stated this is some politician, some moron, secrets to the head of the Surči mafia, so that's Buha-Čume, from the cabinet of the Minister of Interior. So she gave away secrets to help mafia in 2017. That happened in 2017. The representatives of police union demanded that these connections be investigated. That never happened, and of course it never happened because U.S. piece of shit from United States Embassy in Belgrade protects her, as her husband was the one who convinced Slobodan Milošević to surrender. Slobodan Milošević was a Western asset, but he turned against them and he needed to be punished. This is the whole thing. So this is why he needed to go to Hague to be extradited. I think this is the right term, to Hague, or exported, whatever. So again, this is some group of police officers, police high officers, 15 high officers, about education of this piece of shit Biljana Popovic-IVKOVIC. So in an open letter to Minister Nebojša Stevanović, by the way, that guy Nebojša Stevanović is the one who is involved in intimidation with these two other pieces of shit, in my intimidation as Minister of Interior and also of Defense, because military intelligence was all trying to star me with two types of cancers. So it says here, 15 police officers were asked, among other things, about the dubious education of State Secretary. The letter states that Ivkovic Popovic repeated, so she failed a class in the second grade of economics. By the way, economics doesn't exist, only political economy or political economics. That's why that piece of shit, moral and stupid fuck degenerate Klaus Schwab never talks about that. So it's a fake so-called science. So let's continue. And that she graduated from an inadequate private faculty disguised as so-called master's thesis in security. So total faker and stupid bitch. There are a lot of other things. If someone is interested, it can be translated as I just did, and if something is unclear, I will answer. I will gladly answer. So let's see who is this piece of shit Dijana HRKALOVIC, second secretary. So this is how she started with various political parties, and some other things about her. So she was working in state intelligence. There were some articles, but I removed that she was hired to work in state intelligence right from her father's pig farm. Okay. So there was something related to a lawyer who was murdered. Okay. Yeah, so this is about allegations on her connections with mafia. So, but this guy Velja Nevolja, recently CNN wrote an article. So these are major criminals, and this is about her connection with those criminals. Of course, So these are current trials in courts related to her, and I think it's here, yeah. So these are 3 cases. About she tried to cover up some murders. Second case is about murder of a lawyer. Recently, N1, which is branch of CNN in Balkans, wrote about that, created documentary. Dragoslav Mišognjanović. So she ordered one of the police officers to delete part of the conversation which was recorded, secretly recorded, about her connections with criminals. And this is 3rd case. Again, protecting another criminal, Darko Elez. So she's deeply in organized crime in every possible way, and this is another one of rare articles. Most of them are removed. I will show now why they are removed. So in case of Biljana Popovic-IVKOVIC, she is protected because her husband helped US ambassador to arrest Slobodan Milošević, and in this case it's something else. In case of Dijana HRKALOVIC, so these are more details about her connections with the mafia, organized crime. So she's deeply into this into these nefarious scandals. These are all, I mean these are major scandals in Serbia and probably in Balkans. So now I'm going to show why she's protected. So this is from Serbian newspapers Vreme, which is counterpart of Time. US, I think that US has Time, that I think it's Time magazine, something like that. So Fall of Black Swan, this is the that's her, this is the article. It's when she, it's about her well, not really resignation. I'm trying to find the time here. Yeah, it's 2019, 6th of June 2019. So she was removed from that place in the although there are no lot of details who was in charge of removing her from Ministry of Interior. So the reason why she's protected is the following. Dijana HRKALOVIC is language. It says here that she was connection with Langley. Langley is CIA, so she was connection with CIA, and she played major role in July 2020 riots against lockdown. She formed a special unit of police officers, and I think that even some criminals were in that unit to brutally beat people who were protesting. So she's one of the most responsible, because most of those people were young people, so young people were brutally beaten because of this moron, stupid bitch, whore, piece of shit. Okay, so that was regarding these two pieces of shit. I needed simply to finalize some videos on police officers who are involved in, I have these 3 videos. So police officers or anyone who is involved in Ministry of Interior, so part of Ministry of Interior, so their involvement in cover-up of monstrous murders of 3 members of my family. These are heads of, this is current head of Police Department of Smederevo, former head, and these are former heads of Novi Sad Police Department. So I'm now finishing this, and I need to create I think 2 more videos about the guy who I mentioned, that guy here, who was intimidating me, police officer who asked me to give statement, although it was illegal because crime report against me was illegal. Guy surnamed Šestović. And the second video that I'm about to create is about my my uncle, who was working in the police, not really police officer, but he was working in administration, who owns me. Actually, he owns my grandfather. He owned my grandfather money, so I now have right to ask for that money for more than 30 years, I think. So, but anyways, that would be all regarding these 2 pieces of shit, Dijana Hrkalovic and Biljana Popovic-IVKOVIC.